Hello my friends and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. We got some good news for the Russians, we got some bad news for the Ukrainians. As you probably know, Zaporozhye is under Russian control, including the power plant which the Russians are working on to hook to the Russian grid, change the frequency of the whatever the energy is sent towards there. It should be a different kind of frequency, it seems like. And Zaporozhye is about to hold a referendum on joining Russia. So let's see this article from Republic World, and this is what the headline states. Zaporozhye governor signs edict to hold referendum on region's union with Russia. So they will have a referendum, and the will of the people will be heard and enforced right after that. I wonder if they vote no. All right, so Yevgeny Balitsky, the regional governor of Zaporozhye, signed an order authorizing the holding of a referendum on the region's reunification with Russia. Did you hear that? Did you catch that? Reunification, not unification. So it's a it's a second time, more than one time. Again, back. All right, well, if they say so. According to RIA Novosti, Balitsky signed the document at the Melitopol Forum of the Public Movement, and I'm quoting, "We are together with Russia," end quote. Over 700 representatives from the region attended the event. Vladimir Rogov, a participant in the forum and a member of the regional administration's main council, read out the appeal at the attendees. The hands went up in unanimity throughout the entire room of delegates. So it was approved in unanimity. And now I'm quoting. The statement read, start the quotation marks, based on the principle of free choice. Free people, free choice, democracy in action. Taking the opinion of every resident of our region as the main value, we declare our intention to hold a referendum on the entry of the Zaporozhye region into the Russian Federation as a full-fledged subject. We are one people and we will be together. In his video message, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky stated that holding referendums would eliminate any possibility of negotiations with Ukraine for Moscow. I think Moscow is beyond that. I think, how is that saying? You fool me once, shame on you. Fool me again, shame on me. Something like that. I would do like George W. Bush. Oh, that was the... So same here. I think the Russians got burned with Turkey when they tried to negotiate, and then the Ukraine delegation came forth with some proposal and all that, and the Russians says, yeah, we can work on this, yeah, that's good. And then the Ukrainian delegation went to Kiev. When the Brits heard that, they called them and they smacked them over the butt and said, get and clean your room, Zelensky, and you bad boy. And they all went. And then they said, no, everything what we said, no, we don't want to do it anymore. We change our mind. And the Russian says, why? Because the Great Britain, the Brits told you so? They knew exactly what happened. So I think the Russians are not, they're open for that, but they're not going to do any. I got too much heroin or something, sniffing, it's too much this time, I guess. So the Kherson region and the Azov portion of the Zaporozhye region in southern Ukraine were taken over by Russian forces during the military operation. the formation of new regional governments, the start of the rubles exchange, and the broadcasting of Russian TV and radio stations are all recent developments. So we have here, as Dmitry Peskov, the Russian president's press secretary, noted in response to Zelensky should not address Russia here, but the residents of their territories, as this is their desire. So Peskov answered Zelensky's, there will be no negotiation, eliminates all the referendums, will eliminate any possibility of negotiations. And Peskov said, well, it's not for you to decide that, we don't care, because this is the will of the people. There you have it. It says here that both regions declared their intention to become Russian subjects. So Kherson, the Kherson region and the Azov portion of the Zaporozhye region, these are the two regions decided to become Russian subject. Well, Ukraine and Russia have blamed each other for resuming shelling of Zaporozhye nuclear power plant. Well, that's clear who started doing it, since it was in the Russians' hands since March 4th. So, and then what do you expect? So further, according to Balitsky, the Zaporozhye nuclear power station is operating normally. Meanwhile, the head of Ukraine's state nuclear power company, Energoatom, has called for the plant to be declared a military-free zone. And the Russians are, yeah, sure, with a team of peacekeepers stationed there. Really? The Russians are laughing and rolling on the carpet. Yeah, we're gonna accept the peacekeeping. Why? It's ours. Mine. That's what it is. What do you mean? These guys are sometimes, but sometimes it works. I realize that sometimes people, that you might expect to have something here because of their position, their titles attached to their names. You expect them to have some, experience, knowledge, logic, intelligence, wits, and so on. So, and then you realize, let me just try something like crazy, like this guy. How in the hell this guy was able to come up with such a offer that maybe the Russians would agree to allow some peacekeeping mission come on their territory now, right? Are you crazy? It sometimes makes you wonder. The Russians have said, yeah, I think so. Bring them on. So, referendums. I know that they were talking about in September 11. That was an article that that they announced it about a month ago, I think, that they want referendums or referenda in September 11th. Now we have about a month, right, until then, so they have time to organize it, and we'll see how people will express their free will, right? Democracy, right of self-determination. Only when it works the way they want it. If it works if it works against their agenda, then no. I understand the situation is not like but on the other hand, what's the difference between this and Kosovo? Oh my God, Emil, did you say that? Yes, I did. What are you gonna do when you have, let's say, I'm just saying, all right? I say the Mexican population in, I don't know, California, maybe Texas, down there, southwest, saying, you know what, maybe we want these counties to be our little Aztlan, our little, how about that? And they say, oh, no. Why not? I mean, you are a race, or what? We're gonna get there. Aztlan is coming, among others. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.